Hello?
Hi, Brett.
Hey, is this Uncle Eddie?
Yes.
Hey.
How are you, sir?
Welcome.
Good. How you doing, man? The uncrowned king of reality radio.
Okay.
Yes.
We didn't wake you up, did we?
I think we woke him up.
Okay.
Huh?
Huh?
No.
What the fuck
fine.
you saying? What?
Okay.
He's fine.
Brett, are you okay?
I'm good. How you holding up?
Not bad, not bad. I was playing, by the way, off air, but I have it ready. I have it queued up. Fucking Brett, the reason why you're on the show, let me tell you why, because people pitch me comedians all the time.
Sure.
I literally laughed my ass off at the potty training video.
Oh, yeah, that was funny, man.
Because
hey, thank you.
I was gonna say, because I'm that fucked up that I would do that.
Well, I tell you the truth, I'm going to do it.
It's what family member is there to fuck with, or I don't know if I'm allowed to cut, to mess with their heads.
It's amazing. By the way, so the premise, I don't want to do his joke. You know what? Hold on for a minute. Let's play the bit, because I don't want him, like, I don't want me to be doing his bit. Because that's fucked up. That's horrible.
It.
Yeah, like,
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. It's like you know when you type something into Google Translate and then you translate to another language and then you retranslate it back to English. It'd almost be like my bit. I'd like to see it translated by Uncle Eddie. How would Uncle Eddie do the joke?
I would have probably actually taken a shit on the stage.
Yeah, poorly. That's how you do it.
Just because, just in case they didn't get the joke, I'm going to be a little bit more descriptive.
Okay.
Okay, so all right,
I like it. You commit harder than I do.
Damn right. I'm a method actor. All right, so hold on.
G.G. Allen.
Let us. Here's the potty training prank. At least the beginning of it, because it's a very long bit.
Okay.
But let's hear about it. This is Bret Raybould potty training prank. You can get it on YouTube, but right now you're listening on the Ham Radio Show.
More than anything, I love practical jokes and pranks. It's my favorite thing in the world is messing with the people I love. The most recent prank I committed was, it's not tonight for the record, but it was, I was visiting my oldest brother in Dallas, Texas. He has 3 kids. One of them is 3.5. He's getting potty trained. And I took a shit in the potty training toilet.
That's outstanding.
That's a good idea.
All right. Most of you are on board, but I see some disgusted faces. You have to know I'm proud of my life choices. I don't think Elmo was happy about it, but I thought it was hilarious. Anyway, later in the day, my brother came up to me. He had a huge scowl on his face, and he goes, "Dude, Brett, my son took the biggest shit of his life today." Now, if you're not on board now, just get the fuck out. Honestly, I don't want you here. I didn't even know that was a possibility. It made me so happy to hear, but I had to play it cool, so all I said was, "What?" "How big was it?" And with fear in his eyes, he goes, "It was adult-sized."
All right, so that I don't want to play the whole thing, because then you have no reason to go see Brett.
It's a great bit.
It's a great premise. And I can honestly believe, Brett, that it fucking happened.
That means I'm doing my job well.
Absolutely.
You know, details. That means I'm doing the job well. Every bit comes from a true place, and some aspects of the bit are exaggerated, but there is some truth to it.
Yeah,
I did in fact do that. So it sullied our relationship for about a weekend, but then he could see the humor in it.
Yeah, it was a slight exaggeration. I mean, he didn't really poo in the Elmo port, the potty. He had diarrhea. He shit everywhere. Okay? But other than that, the joke is on point. Okay? Brett, how long have you been doing stand-up, man? Because you have the poise. You are a great fucking storyteller, and honestly, you have a great stage presence. So, how long have you been doing this?
Oh, I appreciate that very much.
Absolutely.
I've been stand-up for about almost 8 years now.
It shows,
and I
bro. It shows.
That. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and you know, it's really cool to be still doing it because it's like I'm really proud of that hour special. Which, you know, it's on YouTube, but it's kind of awesome because I can. It's cool to keep going and be like, oh wow, I'm writing better material now than my other stuff, and I think the other stuff was good. But you just like know your voice better, you know your sense of humor, and you have better stage presence. So stand-up's this endlessly humbling and enlightening thing. I really love it.
Well, it's weird though because, like I was saying before we played it, that was the clip that put me over the top because I literally was like, oh God, because sometimes when you have a stand-up, sometimes the stand-up thinks that they got to do their act. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're sitting in the studio and you're like, hey, let me tell you about my mother-in-law. And you're like, just join the show. Be a part. So sometimes when you have a comic on, it kind of falls flat. So I'm always, apprehensive about bringing comics on. And then I'm watching that clip, the potty training one. I'm like, I got to have this guy because he thinks like I think. So I'm like, all right. But then the other one, another clip, it's part of the hour-long special, by the way. The Bret Raybould retires from comedy. You can get it on YouTube. It's hilarious top to bottom. It's a great hour-long. It's a good 60 minutes. It's a good job. But another one, because I used to work for a French company. So when you do the speaking fake French to the guy at the bar, I damn near almost shit myself. I thought I was the potty. I shit myself in laughter. Because
you needed a potty training.
Elmo was not pleased. I'm sitting there and I'm watching it and I'm just going, Jesus Christ, I did the same. Like, I would literally mock them, but I wouldn't do it to their faces. You do it to their faces.
You got it. Come on. You got to have the balls to do it to them and at them.
Well, I was trying to keep my job.
What was the company?
Stupid me.
What was the job?
We worked for a radio company that was based out of France, but then came to America.
Oh, wow.
So the higher ups were very parlez-vous français, oui, pipi, cuckoo.
You can't mention their name.
Well, no, I got a Goom Radio, but I don't know what fucking Brett knows.
I think they're defunct right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what I don't know. Brett's not going to go, oh, I fucking heard of it.
Eddie the radio killer.
First off,
what
Brett.
Was it? Wait, what was the station?
It was a company called Goom Radio.
Boom Radio.
Goom. Not the sound you made in the potty, not boom.
Boom, goom.
Goom with a G.
Goom.
There you go.
There we go.
Thanks, Joe. That went everywhere. So anyway, look. They were wrong.
Wait, even fucking Joe, by the way, is probably my favorite name of any radio host.
Yes, that's fucking Joe.
On the internet.
Yes,
you got a sandwich named effing Joe.
Capital E, capital F.
Yeah, by the way, if you're ever in New York City and you see the beautiful Taste of Puebla truck, you can actually get the Effin' Joe sandwich.
That's right.
Which is named after fucking Joe.
And we have an Effin' Joe t-shirt.
Yes.
Wait. Where can I pick up? Okay, I love how I started the interview, by the way. I said one F-bomb, and I was like, oh, shit, did I fuck up? And now I'm like, oh, no. One of your guys' names I forgot was
You took a shit Joe. In a kid's toilet. You can say fuck. Anyway. Where is the Taste of Puebla truck going to be soon?
It's going to be everywhere, man.
Well, we know that. It's all over Manhattan.
You just got to follow on Instagram, and we'll post it that daily where we're going to be at.
All right, so Taste of Puebla NYC, Taste of Puebla NY, Instagram, Twitter, respectively, and then you can eat Joe if you want.
Oh man!
Yeah, it's
fucking Joe. Actually,
you can have you can actually mouth fuck Joe if you want to.
That's my official name now. I'm having it changed legally.
That was his confirmation name.
Actually, already, huh?
That's his confirmation name. His first name is fucking.
Yeah.
Then it was Aloysius and Joe.
I'll be baptized.
Oh man!
So
hey, my confirmation name was bitch ass Brett. So nice to meet you.
Well, I don't know what religion you grew up in, but Jesus Christ.
For years I thought my last name was no goddamn good.
Well, that's because your parents could say he's no goddamn good.
You got no goddamn good. I thought that was my last name.
All right, but when Brent was doing the bit, I gotta stay focused for a second. We'll talk about the F and Joe sandwich in a minute. When he's doing the French bit, he actually convinced some guy that he was actually replying to him in French.
That is true. I can do it good enough fake French dialect. It's pure gibberish, but I can do it well enough that if you don't listen, even French people are like, wait, he is speaking French. Because there are a few French words randomly thrown in the gibberish mix.
Yeah. But the best is when you have the epiphany, because you go, holy shit, can I speak French?
Oh, yeah. It does make you feel like, wait a minute, maybe I'm just a god who just knows languages. That's how good I am.
Is this really happening?
Yeah. I didn't get the power of fucking flight as my superpower. You know what I got? I can speak French.
That would be quite a letdown, seeing as many people can do that.
Yeah.
But it's better than nothing. Better than nothing.
Hey, guys, what did you get? I got heat vision. What did you get? Super strength. What did Brett get? He can speak fake French.
I'm multilingual.
And then the other ones are like, dude, I can speak real French. I got Rosetta Stone. Like, that's not... You really got let down with the whole mutant waste and they're giving you a superpower then.
On the next episode of Shitty Superheroes.
That's a whole bit, getting shitty superpowers.
Just Us League.
The Just Us League.
It's just us. It's just us.
Just us, yeah. Hi, my name's Phil. I run a little bit quicker than normal.
It'd be like the Me Too.
So wait, you have super speed? No, I can jog really fast. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, he runs a 4.940. It's like not even like NFL speed.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
As long as it's downhill. My only weakness is uphill and stairs.
Never wears out his sneakers.
Fuck him. All right, so besides those two bits, we got to talk about the news that you made when you sent a cease and desist letter to Michael Bublé.
Yes, you should have.
That's correct.
And
right.
I have here, hold on for one more minute, Brett. I have here, here is the commercial, or AKA what Brett would call evidence of why Michael Bublé got the cease and desist letter.
Yeah.
Imagine owning all of the world's greatest Michael Bublé songs on one hit record. All that crooning, all that swooning, it's beginning to look a lot. All that magic. The Raybould brothers present the ultimate Michael Bublé collection. Bret on Bublé. All of your favorite Michael Bublé songs, sung by longtime fan and first-time singer Bret Raybould. I just haven't met you yet. 10 beautiful Bublé songs. Another winter day has come and gone away, and even Paris and Rome, and I want to go home. Reimagined with a voice untainted by formal training. Santa baby,
all right, so
that's classic.
That is an outstanding premise.
That's classic.
Where Bret Raybould is singing Michael Bublé songs, and because he flat out says that he's a first-time singer, correct? They're what we would.
That's true.
Yeah, Brett.
You got cut off.
Yeah. First-time singer, but some people are touched with the voice of an angel, and I think that comes through clearly whenever you listen to my track.
Oh, I was going to say I was touched, and I listened to your CD, and it was nice. So now, where exactly does the whole cease and desist letter to Michael Bublé start?
Right. So this is kind of what happened. As you guys know, I released that jazz album called Bret Raybould.
Correct.
It was why I retired from comedy, was to pursue a career in jazz singing. I just naturally have one of those voices that's second to none.
As one would.
Kind of
yeah.
As one would.
As one would.
You know, it's a once in a generation voice. I got to go after jazz. So I made Bret Raybould. It was a cover album of Michael Bublé songs, which are already covers. So effectively, it was a cover album. Mm-hmm. Now, when I made it, it was meant to be kind of, a tribute and a challenge to Michael Bublé. My way of saying, I respect what you've built, but I'm coming for your throne. And, guys, what happened when I listened to it this year, my label and my label being Sex Sells Records, we had a moment where we listened and we just go, you know what, this is way better than his originals. And so kind of what dawned on me was my versions of the songs were so good that they're now the definitive version.
Absolutely.
And therefore therefore his versions are covers of mine. So I kind of had no choice but to issue a cease and desist. It felt like there was like a moral imperative to do this.
Now, see, that makes total sense. That makes total sense because a lot of the times what happens is people think that they could be as good as you, Bret. And that's the thing.
Yeah. Right.
He's actually giving a subpar performance.
Right.
Mr. Bublé is doing that. And then what happens is it cheapens Bret Raybould's performance.
Right. I mean, you said it incredibly well.
Thank you.
Really, I appreciate that and I've been very forthright about, this isn't about the money. This is about artistic license and people owning their work.
That's right.
In fact, guys, I can maybe break this news to you. I issued the cease and desist, but that's not the fun. They haven't responded to the cease and desist.
Those bastards.
It's flagrantly disrespectful.
Yeah.
And, the law firm I'm working with, which is called the Scales of Justice and Associates.
Yes.
They're in collaboration with Sex Sells Records. The law firm I'm working with, we're probably going to have to issue an official injunction on him. Because we gave them 10 days. They didn't respond. We protested outside of Warner Music offices. They didn't respond. And my hands are tied. So, I will be lodging this copyright complaint formally with the Southern District of New York.
Well, it's tragic. Because we hear about this all the time in the music business, Billy. Come on. Joe has told us, fucking Joe even, has told us countless stories about how the artist gets screwed in the system. The true artist.
Absolutely.
Gets screwed. The one with the velvet sex that comes out of his mouth. And he croons. And he sings. And I'm talking about one and only Bret.
And he's
Bret Raybould.
The suave one.
He has become the suave one.
There you go.
To all the men and women.
Right. Yeah.
Big and small,
That's
doesn't matter.
My nickname.
The Sinatra of cover tunes.
Yes. He is to what Sinatra was to Sinatra singing.
That's right.
Do you understand? Do you get that?
Right.
Do you get it?
Sinatra was the Jerry Vale.
Exactly. The velvet fog. You understand?
That would melt to a man.
Either way, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm the velvet fog now.
That's right. You should be in a fog.
Send a cease and desist letter to Joe.
Okay.
God damn it.
I'll cease and desist Joe.
Yeah.
Please do.
Okay.
I would like.
Cease and desist him.
I don't want him terminated from the program. I just want him to be. I want him to cease and desist. That's what I would like.
You put me on your list for next year.
Actually, Joe, you can desist. And then you can cease.
Okay.
Because it's a new year. All I have to say is that Michael does not have any Bublés.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying. Because if he doesn't step up to the lawsuit, if he doesn't step up to the paperwork, And he has no Bublés.
Did you see he's selling a soft drink now? Bublés, the bubbles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Much like him.
Did they name the soft drink after him?
They
or
did.
He just,
the can is modeled after him. It's round and full of gas.
Okay. I don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg, you know.
Well, either way, he ate them.
Okay.
That motherfucker.
That son of a bitch.
How dare he? The songbird of our generation, Bret Raybould.
That's it.
And he's being trampled upon.
That's right.
Trampled upon.
Trampled. It's a grave injustice.
It's a grave injustice.
I've invited him as the olive branch. I've invited him to record his own version of my album, which, as you know, is Bret on Bublé. I invited him to record Bublé on Bret. I
absolutely
published it.
It's only fair.
That sounds good.
It's truly only fair.
That sounds like a Grammy.
You know,
a Grammy collaboration.
I might have to. He has his own seltzer company. I guess I'm going to have to release my own seltzer.
Yeah, that's a great
Bubbly.
idea.
I'm going to release Bret on Bubbly.
Brett's
it's just
Bubbles.
like all these things. I have no choice.
Brett's Bublés.
Bret Bubbles.
That's nice.
Brett,
Put in a line of bubble bath.
And every time,
it's really.
Every time you pop the top on Brett's Bubbles, it plays one of his songs.
Ooh, what a great idea!
That's not bad.
And you're. Yeah, and you're bound. If it plays an excerpt from one of my songs, I got to be honest, fellas. There's a 70% chance that you come. Yeah, I like honestly.
I like those odds. I like those odds.
At my age,
right?
You're
So you're a lady. You're probably going to want to grab a towel. I guess if you're a dude, too, you're going to have to clean up. So.
Well, I'll tell you right now, it's not just going to be the can that's going to squirt. It's going to be you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's said very well.
Thank you.
Said very well.
Thank you very much.
A little vibrator in the can.
Ooh. A vibrator can. That's when you're drinking a soda outside and a bumblebee goes in the can, and you hit.
All those bubbles got to be good for something, you know.
Yeah, ass raping. It protects you. If you have a bubbly ass, Billy, no one's sticking anything in there. Broomstick, penis, dildo, or shiv, you're going to be safe.
You know, if you shake the can up really well and then you open it by your balls, you know.
Oh, it's nice. It's very refreshing.
What's wrong with you guys?
What? Oh, like me and Joe are the only ones.
Yeah, you've never done that, Bill.
Asshole.
No.
Not in front of our guest, Billy. Show some fucking couth.
Okay.
The man shit in a kid's potty.
Yeah.
Would you fucking show some respect?
He's also...
That's
for fuck's sake.
I am a dignified guest.
Absolutely.
He is a musician and an artist.
And an entrepreneur. He's released a crypto coin as well.
Yes, he has the fucking crypto coins.
Oh,
what's the value?
I don't...
That's true.
How much is the value?
Thank you for asking. So
you're welcome.
For those listening, I did launch my own cryptocurrency called Bretcoin.
Oh,
it's making me the world's first publicly traded comedian. Its value currently is at about 18 cents per token, which is roughly 65% gains from our starting price.
Not
Actually,
bad.
80% gains.
Very
We
good.
started at 10 cents per token. We've had about 92 purchasers. No one has sold. Everyone has held.
Hoarding.
I was once offered a lot of money from a relatively big-name investor to put money into it, and I turned it down because I didn't want whale. I didn't want whale. I wanted this to be the people's token.
You damn right, Ralph.
So, yeah. So, I mean, this is... to the ham radio family, this is definitely the best way to build generational wealth for your family.
Absolutely.
I think it's going to be a great
Or what we suggest, rob a 7-Eleven.
that could work.
You can do either or.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I recommend anyone who buys Bretcoin, I recommend they buy it with thefted 7-Eleven money.
Exactly. That's called laundering the funds.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And,
I learned that from my law firm. I have, of course, my lawyers work for the law firm of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
Oh, yeah.
And they're very nice people. I Like either Ray Bomb is having a fucking nervous reaction, or he found that very funny. I don't know.
I think that's fucking hilarious.
Hilarious, Joe.
It's my brother-in-law's firm.
Not sucking up. Genuinely loved that joke.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's like opening a soda near your nuts. It's going to be refreshing.
I'll bet you it would be. Yeah. Sprite. Sprite would be good. Nice flavor and lemon.
Plus, your balls will smell lemon and lime.
Yeah.
Each nut smells like one of the ones. Bret Raybould, you can go to BretRaybould.com. Am I correct, William?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that what you're on right now? Are you surfing porn?
No, I'm not actually.
Just making sure.
He was watching porn.
Don't make no mistake. BretRaybould.com. I do have an OnlyFans, so you can subscribe to the Bret Raybould.
There you go, Billy.
Yeah.
You want to see? You want to see his can?
You can see Bret in the nude.
Yeah.
I was perusing through the Twitter page.
Perusing?
Yes.
That's a fucking Scrabble word, and I thank you not to use it on my program.
I'm sorry.
All right, thank you.
I used to peruse.
I perused one time in college.
I did, yeah.
I was experimenting.
Comedy while naked? That's all.
Yes.
Last time I perused, I was in the
needs to
bathroom.
trademark that.
Oh.
My wife told me, get the hell out of there.
Look,
Stop perusing.
it's not my fault that my penis looks like a Atari play stick. Now, moving on, Red Babel, what's his fucking name?
Bret
Raybould.
That's right.
.com.
The suave one.
Yes.
The suave one. I'm in awe of this Michael Bublé thing. This controversy will not go. It will not end until Bublé stands up.
Yeah.
I'm in awe about the OnlyFans club.
Yes, of course. John wants to know about your OnlyFans and see your penis.
Because I can figure him doing something like Seinfeld does, comedians in cars.
Oh yeah, that's
comedians naked.
Yes,
coffee in cars.
Comedians
naked. Yeah.
Comedians taking dumps in kiddie potties.
He talks to them while they doing so.
Yeah.
Comedians
in stalls that are connected.
He talks to kids while they're taking a shit.
Yeah,
I like that.
No, he talks to comedians while they take a shit.
Dump next to a comic, and you're both in stalls and you have a conversation.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
It's two, and they just sit next to each other.
You put microphones in every stall.
And like you hear Jerry Seinfeld like as a guest. And he goes, "What's the deal? We're taking a shit." And he just shits.
And he passes the TP to him.
And Bret, while he's asking the questions, gets the shit noises.
You can give a lot of advice, you know. Not too much rice, a little more beans. There you go.
Okay.
Maybe you should try some bran flakes.
Yeah. Jerry, you sound a little backed up. I think I am.
Anybody got any coffee?
And then it's sponsored by Scott Tissue.
Yeah.
Boom!
Yeah.
But not a square to spare.
Oh, the worst brand. Come on.
Shut up, they're your sponsor. For Christ's sake.
Oh.
Brett, what are you doing?
Talking about scratch your ass paper.
I know. Dude, Amanda, wait, I know I have to take a break, but I have to even say this while Brett's on the phone.
Okay.
My girlfriend Amanda, because I was quarantined in that house for a week and a half, let me tell you, and I love her, and I thank her for the humility of letting me stay in her apartment, the whole thing.
Good shit in your house.
The toilet paper was like wiping your ass with a coloring book. When I tell you, I had to pull the toilet paper out, fold it over, and then I would rip the toilet paper in half just so it would fit up my ass.
Really?
Yeah.
It was big toilet paper.
It was just thick. It was like wiping your ass with a blanket.
What was it, Charmin or something?
I have no clue what she bought.
Okay.
He's brutal. Scott's is brutal. It'll callous your butthole.
It will.
Granted, mine's already calloused from tons of anal sex that I enjoy receiving.
You see, Billy?
I don't know.
Poor man has a calloused asshole. Thank you, Bill.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, you were perusing him.
What's the worst kind of toilet paper you could possibly have?
I'm a little annoyed because I asked to be introduced as the man with the calloused asshole, and you guys didn't do that.
Well, Billy failed again as a producer. I'm sorry.
Yes, I have once again.
I'll tell you, all those fact finders.
It turns out Billy can't spell callous.
Yeah.
So he could spell asshole, and then he wrote my name.
And peruse.
Yes, peruse.
I can't spell it. I could say it.
I'm perusing right now.
I peruse my girlfriend with my tongue.
That's right.
Disgusting. You're all fucking assholes.
Oh, stop it.
All right, we have to take a break, so we have to say goodbye to Bret.
Okay.
All right, so everyone stop, pull your pants up, and say goodbye to Bret.
Funny, you're a funny guy,
Bret. You were a great interview.
Hey.
I suggest everyone goes to see you live.
Yeah.
Whenever the COVID's done.
Invest.
Invest in the Bret coin. Fuck Michael Bublé. And when you guys get a chance,
you got a better kind of toilet paper.
Shit in your fucking brother or sister or whoever's kid's potty, and then take a picture and send it to Bret.
Yeah.
Okay?
Very good.
Done.
Love to. I'll frame it.
All right. Bret,
take care, buddy.
Thanks for being on the show, bro.
Okay.
Thank you guys for having me. Thank you, Uncle Eddie. Billy nicknames the Slickster, and of course, fucking Even fucking Joe.
Even fucking Joe. Round of applause for Bret Raybould. Thank you, Bret.
Thank you, buddy.
It's the Ham Radio Show. Who's this?
Hey, hello.
Hey, hello. Who's this?
How are you?
This is Moose.
Hey, Moose. Welcome to Ham Radio.
Jesus Christ, we were totally killing fucking time over here.
Waiting for you.
Like we're just sitting there going, we were totally killing time over here. We're just sitting there going, we were talking about Randy Savage shopping at a Pathmark.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hopefully I don't lose service because I'm actually driving to Orlando from Fort Lauderdale.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, man, we're live, so it doesn't matter. If we lose you, we lose you. I'm sorry to hear that.
trip.
This is, by the way, on the phone, Moose, the Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. Round of applause for Moose.
Congratulations.
Big win last week. Hard to kill pay-per-view. W. Morrissey and Matt Cardona in the ring at the same time with you, along with Chelsea Green.
Exactly.
Damn right. Hot mess throwing her 2 cents in. Ooh. Outstanding match. I have to ask this, Moose. You started out in the NFL. Did you love pro wrestling?
Yeah.
Did you love pro wrestling? Because you are a real student of the game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've always been a huge fan of professional wrestling since I was 7, 8, 9 years old. Something I always wanted to be, something I always wanted to pursue once I was of the right age. But it's just one of those things where I became a football player out of nowhere. Just luckily, I was good at it. So
I
couldn't turn down the money I was making to play football. So I had to put the dreams of being a wrestler aside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Moose played, by the way, for the Atlanta Falcons, the Patriots, the Rams twice, and the Colts. And then you had a foot injury, right?
No, shoulder.
Oh, shoulder. Wrong part of the anatomy, but either way.
A little off.
Well, I mean, he's so big, his feet and his shoulders are all together. He's just a big monster of a man.
Okay.
But, I mean, you have to, by the way, if you've never seen a picture of Moose, look at the promotional footage that we put up. Moose he's a brick shithouse. The guy is monsters. He's in shape. He's in the gym every day, sculpting that anatomy to look like that. So, I mean, this dude...
Yeah, in fact, I'm supposed to be going to the gym tomorrow. I don't know how I'm supposed to do it because I kind of messed up my hip with my butt from that table bump that I took at the pay-per-view. So I'll figure out how to get it done and do it.
Yeah. No, I figured. I saw. First of all, congratulations once again. I actually saw the match. I saw the whole entire pay-per-view was awesome,
top to bottom. Great showing.
What was your favorite match?
I'm gonna be honest with you
because I'm on the.
No. Honestly, like I said, I saw yours was interesting because it was a 3-way dance, and now I'm not kissing ass.
Stop kissing Moose's ass.
Just seeing you and Morrison together, going at it, two big monsters. It was awesome.
I'm not even going to lie to you. My favorite match was the women's X Division, the Ultimate X, not the X Division, the Ultimate X match, because those women had more balls than any man I've ever seen in my life. They were doing, Lady Frost, just by herself, stole the show 9 million times. She climbed up to the top of the scaffolding and did a moonsault at least 20 feet off the air. That was high up.
But I have to give it to my girl Tasha Steele.
I'll agree with you. My two favorite matches were definitely the women's Ultimate X match and also the pure wrestling rules match with Gresham and Saban. Because, I mean, I know about the pure rules, but I've never actually witnessed one. So I was just in the back getting ready for my match, and I watched all 18 minutes of theirs, or however how long it was, 15 maybe. And I was just wild how like technical it was, and it was awesome. Great story told, and it was just those two matches was definitely my favorite.
Yeah,
but I felt like the pay-per-view gave you a little bit of everything.
Absolutely,
it gave you hardcore. It gave you the exhibition match with Trey with the hot with
Macklin. Oh my God!
Yeah, and that was great too. It gave you a big powerhouse, hard-hitting match with Josh and Jonah, and then it gave you a triple threat that was more story-driven with my match of me versus Morrissey versus Cardona, which our match was different than our whole card. Our match was more story-driven. Like all the other interviews I did, I was like, to really understand our match, you really have to keep up with the
keep up with the story,
because, we had to keep up with the story because we did a lot of callbacks to different things that happened on TV, like when Matt Cardona pinned me, and when he hit his girl with the steel chair, we did a lot of callbacks. So
absolutely,
it was definitely a story-driven match.
Moose, it's okay.
Hello?
It's okay, Moose. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, Moose. Let me tell you right now, it's okay if you don't want to say it, but I'll say it. Impact Wrestling is doing 10 times better storylines, matches, pay-per-views, and everything else than the WWE.
Whoa,
I'll be the first one to say I don't give a shit about you. You don't have to agree with me.
Getting out of control now, folks.
Listen, Moose knows it. He doesn't want to say it too much, even though he's a wrestling god.
Look, this is going to hurt this question that I have for him.
Oh, please, go ahead.
So, now that what is next for Moose? Are you going to enter the forbidden door, per se, as Tony Khan from AEW? Now with the Royal Rumble right around the corner, your counterpart, Mickie James, the Women's World Champion, has been put in the match. Will we be seeing Moose? Because they're interested in Impact wrestlers.
Why wouldn't they? Of course they would be interested in the Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, could that be a positive? How would you feel about it?
The thing with the Forbidden Door is I don't have a manual to tell you how the Forbidden Door actually works.
Very true.
I'm just learning. You said what?
I said very true. You don't know if that door's going to hit you in the ass.
So it's one of those things where I'm just learning as everybody is learning on how the Forbidden Door works. And I don't think Impact even knows how the Forbidden Door works when it comes with WWE or AEW or other companies.
Yeah.
But all I know with Scott D'Amore, this whole Scott D'Amore has never been, has always been for working with other companies. It's the other companies that's always been against it. So
that's true.
You gotta understand this whole Forbidden Door. I know Tony, he trademarked the term, but it actually started with Impact Wrestling back in the day. We were the first people to have a working relationship with New Japan and AAA and all other companies. So it's something that we've been doing for the longest. It's just
that's the thing.
Forget about it, you know.
But that's the thing about Impact Wrestling, or TNA as it once was called. They actually innovated a lot of stuff that the business now takes for granted.
Exactly.
Like we've had when I remember when Al Snow used to work for Impact Wrestling, and we had Victoria on, and we were talking back and forth with her, and we were talking about how the females in Impact Wrestling were actually wrestling because they looked at it as like Mexican wrestling or Japanese wrestling. They were actual wrestlers. They weren't just, and pardon the term, TNA. They weren't just tits and ass. They were supposed to go out there and be wrestlers. And now when you fast forward to Hard to Kill, which was last week, Moose being ever present in the main event, Chelsea Green getting involved, it shows you that they're on par. They're equal. They're just wrestlers going against wrestlers and going out there. For Christ's sake, they have Jordan Grace, who is the digital media champion right now, and she's going to take on all covers. Yeah. Doesn't matter what their genitals are. So it's weird how that Impact Wrestling, they've been around for 20 years now. They're just like Ring of Honor. They've been around for a while. Okay? This company did innovate a lot of stuff that Vince and other places on the other side of those forbidden doors literally have taken for granted. Because let's face it, Moose by himself alone has brought that kind of New Japan style to Impact Wrestling.
Strong style.
And the strong style, the innovation of his entrance, how he carries himself in the ring, how Moose, at the size that Moose is, uses those ring ropes like trampolines. I don't know how the hell you do that because your body type does not equal
athleticism.
I know he's got that big vertical leap, and I know he's an amazing talent. But to have a guy Moose's size use those ring ropes like they're nothing, he's using it like he's a freaking 20-pound luchador.
Cruiserweight.
It's crazy, and that's what makes it work.
I 100% agree with you. A lot of these things that people are making names for is stuff that Impact innovated. You know, like before Impact Wrestling, the girls division was always looked at more for models, and they had to be
divas.
It was more sex appeal than wrestling. But Impact changed that with the knockout division 20 years ago. You know, so and then now we just changed the game, like you mentioned, at Hard to Kill with the first ever women's Ultimate X match. Now, guarantee you in the next couple of months, now every other companies are going to be doing something like something similar to it. But it's like Impact always are the innovators of all these special match, and but it is what it is because people who know their history knows the truth and knows the deal. You know,
Moose, the perfect example. Impact Wrestling, or TNA at the time, had the Knockouts tag team titles way before the WWE had a, quote, woman's revolution. Impact Wrestling was these were gold-carrying champions in a company that was televised every week. They were doing stuff, your company, because you're Mr. Impact, you are the World Heavyweight Champion. By the way, go to ImpactWrestling.com for further details on everything that is Moose. But Moose, the Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, is a guy, that's the company that you all should be having your eyeballs on, because that forbidden door that everyone's so jealous of right now started in that company. Tony Khan only opened the other side to let them through. So that's the point of how. That's why when we always have somebody on from Impact Wrestling, it's like sometimes I'm preaching to the choir because everyone wants to talk WWE and this, that, and everything. Moose just challenged the head of the table, and I don't hear anybody answering. You know why? Because that's a wrestling god, and that's just a fake-ass head of a table over here, Roman Reigns.
Exactly.
So there is legitimacy.
My goal with everything I always do is I try to get more names and get more ears and more eyes on our product. So, I mean, what more to do that than some of the things I've done, you know? And I pride myself on being very humble, and I kind of like want to take my career like a guy like AJ Styles, which AJ Styles had like this big aura about him and this big name and this fame without even being in the WWE. And that's kind of like the same path that I want to have, where I'm this big name and I'm this big superstar. I have this huge aura around me, but I've never worked in WWE where most people who have that same aura work for WWE, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how I'm trying to build my status and build my name, kind of like how AJ did his, you know?
Absolutely. Well, that's why, by the way, I have one of the similarities, by the way, that I see with you, Moose, is in Japan, for New Japan, there is a gentleman, goes by the name of the Rainmaker.
Koshito Okada.
Okada. Now, Okada and you are very similar.
Big fan of it.
Yeah. And here's one thing I want to pitch a name for you. Because of your football background. Okay? How about this? The Playmaker.
Against the Rainmaker?
Against the Rainmaker in New Japan. Tell me that wouldn't be fucking money.
That could be night 2 of Wrestle Kingdom.
Wrestle Kingdom 17.
Yeah, I don't think we even need to do that. I feel like I've made a name enough where if I ever get the chance to wrestle Okada again, because I've wrestled him before.
Yeah.
If I was to wrestle him, it wouldn't be the first time for it to happen. I was much younger when I had a singles match with him, and this was like 5 years ago when I was in Ring of Honor. More than 6 years, like 7 years ago when I was in Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
So if we ever was to have that matchup again, I think it would definitely be a huge deal, and it would definitely be a buzz-worthy move and a moneymaker, because it's one of those things where I've come a long way since the last time I wrestled him, and he's done so much since the last time he wrestled me. So it's definitely a matchup I would love to have again, and but I think it would be a different ending, because last time we wrestled, obviously he was victorious, and but like I said, I was a kid then, and I'm grown up in the wrestling world.
You are a wrestling god. You are no longer the young boy in that scenario. You are the wrestling god.
It'll be the wrestling god versus the Rainmaker. So.
You're damn right. Boom. Tokyo Egg Dome.
Yeah.
Wrestle Kingdom 17. That's next year. I'm already thinking into the future. The Playmaker. Right. The wrestling god. Moose, the Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, because you'll still have the title by then, versus Okada, the Rainmaker, live on New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Wrestle Kingdom.
In conjunction with Impact Wrestling. You can't buy a better advertising than that, Billy. You can't.
I say go back to the early 70s. Let them all mix and match what they want.
Everybody join the territories. By the way, January 21st and 22nd, there are tapings at the Charles Dodge Center in Pembroke Pines, Florida. For more information, go to ImpactWrestling.com.
No, I noticed that you went to University of Syracuse University. I went to the University of Miami. I'm glad I got hurt before I ever met you. You played on the offensive side. I'm 6 foot, but you would have. I'm playing on the defensive side.
It really doesn't matter, because we lost every year. All 4 years we played Miami, we got our ass kicked by.
Yeah, but I would have. I honestly would have told. I would have told Coach, "Get me out of there. I don't want him. I don't want him." I've seen the pictures of you in college, and you made me look like a midget.
Well, he's got the name Moose for a reason. The guy's as big as a moose.
And I'm a big Jim Bohanna fan. I wanted to go to school there. There was 3 schools I wanted to go to: University of Miami, Syracuse University, since I'm from New York, and Grambling University. And unfortunately, I was able to go to University of Miami, but Syracuse was a great team. I always enjoyed the 1 year that I was able to play after I got hurt. I enjoyed it. And I'm glad I was not in the same time as you.
Well, because Moose was the playmaker. When you were in college, you were the shit taker.
Exactly.
So that's what happens.
Yeah.
You were on the field going, no! Don't tackle me!
No.
I'm fragile. I have to cook later. Moose, anything that you want to plug, sir?
No, not really. I feel like everybody knows how to find me. I'm just trying to get home. I haven't been home since Thursday. I'm looking forward to sleeping in my bed tonight. And,
nice. The hardest part about wrestling.
Watching the Lakers game. Hopefully they win finally.
How is Ybor City now? I used to live in Miami. I used to live in Florida, and I used to travel. I have family in Tampa. I used to travel to Ybor City a lot when it was in the heydays back when I was younger. I wondered, how is it right now? Because, is it still wild as it was before?
It was In Fort Lauderdale, it was raining quite a bit, but now the roads have cleared up a little bit. So yeah, I'm about 30 minutes away from home. So
that's a good assess.
There you go. With your weather, we have Moose.
Wow.
Cool. The Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion can be seen on Access TV every Thursday. On Access TV, check your times and local listings and all that good stuff. Also, right now, Moose is beating the shit out of a real moose. So that's what you're hearing in the background. Anyway, you can go to ImpactWrestling.com and you can check out all the stuff. Get your tickets for the tapings. Get your tickets for the pay-per-view. Check it out, what you do. Thank you, Moose, for being on the program, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me, guys. Have a good night.
Round of applause. There you go.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Drive safely. Moose, ladies and gentlemen, Moose.
Okay.